phase, and now we have seen that in the former presentation, productive use. A solar home system charges maybe a mobile phone or something, but you need schools, you need workshops, you need in the villages that people are able to produce something, because of course they have to pay back the system. They use electricity to earn money for several things. So this is the intent, and this is happening globally, and the system can even grow further. You can enlarge it, you can introduce wind turbines, you can couple hydro if hydro is available, and you have electricity in the night. What I forgot is you can of course integrate a generator. The generator will be requested according to the state of charge of the system, and the systems are designed in the way that the runtime of the generator is very low. And we have heard about the potential of Jatropha. In Africa it is done that people are using biofuel based on Jatropha, for example. They collect it locally, they press it and process it manually, and they bring it to this plant, to this mini-grid hub, and then you are completely independent. So these systems can grow up to 300 kilowatt. You see here that it is modular and can grow, but the same technology can be used also in unstable grids. So instead of connecting a diesel generator, you can connect also the public grid, and if the public grid is disconnected or is not available, the inverter is creating within 50 milliseconds an island grid, as we have seen before. And whenever I see here and in hotels and so on, the switching time, this is always more than 50 milliseconds. So it is not a 100% UPS, but it is for normal house appliances, it is a very good switching time. We see here an example that has been installed recently in Rawalpindi in a private home. So this is a backup system of 2 kilowatt and a 3 kilowatt PV system on the rooftop based on batteries. So if the grid is not available, then you are independent, you have your island grid, and if the grid comes back, you can provide electricity to your loads. And if you have excess energy, battery is charged, loads are supplied, and you have PV power, you can even export it to the grid, depending on the regulations and the remuneration you get from the authorities for that, but this is common practice in many countries. This is another example here, Pakistan's first partly solarized shopping mall. We have many shopping malls in the world because in many countries electricity is not subsidized. In Africa, sometimes very high, and the private consumers in the shopping malls, they have a huge energy demand, so they put PV as much as they can on the roofs because PV price is now very low. This is an example of a backup system of 42 kilowatt in Lahore. Other examples in Ethiopia, health centers, off-grid, 4 kilowatt, 2 kilowatt, whole villages. In China, this is what we did many years ago, different generators, different battery sizes, always adapted to the respective village. Very recent program in Malaysia, they wanted to electrify all the rural schools, and it is very rural and humid and jungle and very difficult infrastructure conditions. So they have 15 to 60 kilowatt systems, three-phase systems, and we have supplied already in a size of now more than 3 megawatt in total of off-grid system to these villages. Meanwhile, in areas on islands where electricity transport is sometimes doubling the electricity price on diesel, the diesel transport, like the Pacific Islands, systems even with batteries. You can see this massive battery bank, a whole room full of batteries. These are systems, as the diesel price is so high and the electricity based on diesel, they pay off sometimes within 3-4 years, the payback time. This is due to increase of diesel price and reduce of solar module price. Example from Bangladesh, Shondip Island, same situation. Diesel transport is very expensive, not possible all over the year, so they have a stable or public diesel grid that is very unreliable, very costly. So this was installed here also with support from ITCOL and KfW and from a private company, a microgrid of 100 kilowatts serving 400 small consumers. and shops, residences, health centers, schools, so the community services and so on can also be connected. A very good example on the other side, that is in Afghanistan. You have a system where a 100 kilowatt system, and this is kind of a power plant. You see it here, small power plant, and there is no consumption, so they hook it up to 20 kV, and then with distribution lines transported to 4 villages, step it down again, and they provide also micro users, 600 houses and community services, and every connection has a prepaid meter because you have to manage this whole system. And this is a very good example that this is even working in very difficult environments, because you see these containers, they don't look very nice, but there is high quality, long-lasting technology installed. And if you look really inside the container, you can see how nicely a solar installation with inverters can be done. And this is also necessary because you want these systems and the investment to pay back over 20 years. The rural projects are very difficult if you don't involve the community, so you train them. We train our customers training then the rural people to operate the plant, and so they are part of it, they maintain the system, they take care, and it is also working under harshest conditions. There's a meter snow in winter and it's very hot in summer. And of course, people are happy because now they have electricity in very high quality. The last topic are the diesel PV or gas PV systems. We call them first diesel PV because the diesel price is more expensive and the diesel systems are happening earlier than the gas systems. I will